Welcome to another episode of The Daily Threat, your go-to source for the latest in cybersecurity news. Today we have some critical stories that underscore the evolving and increasingly complex nature of cyber threats. We'll dive into the intricacies of each attack, explore how the attackers infiltrated their targets, discuss the risks these pose to businesses, and share vital recommendations for safeguarding your organization. First up, we have an intriguing article from Dark Reading titled How Cybersecurity Can Steer Organizations Toward Sustainability. This piece delves into the intersection of cybersecurity and sustainability, highlighting how robust security measures can contribute to a company's sustainable growth. As cyber threats evolve, they pose not only immediate operational risks, but also long-term sustainability challenges. Cybersecurity frameworks that integrate sustainability principles help organizations manage resources more effectively, reduce waste, and ensure the long-term viability of business operations. In this context, cybersecurity isn't just about defense, but also about proactive management of risks that can affect an organization's environmental footprint. Companies that invest in strong cybersecurity protocols often find that these measures help them avoid costly breaches that can disrupt operations and damage their reputations. This proactive approach can save resources and reduce the environmental impact associated with recovery from cyber attacks. For instance, avoiding data breaches prevents the need for extensive paper-based notifications and reduces the carbon footprint linked to recovery efforts. Next, let's move on to a significant and concerning incident reported by the Wall Street Journal. Change Healthcare has started notifying victims of a recent data breach. This breach exposed sensitive personal information, including names, addresses, social security numbers, and medical information of millions of individuals. The attack reportedly exploited vulnerabilities in the company's IT infrastructure, allowing attackers to gain unauthorized access to its systems. The attackers managed to breach Change Healthcare's defenses by exploiting a combination of weak passwords and outdated software systems that had not been patched. Once inside, they moved laterally across the network, gathering sensitive data over an extended period before the breach was detected. This type of prolonged access is particularly damaging as it allows attackers to steal large volumes of data undetected. The risks posed by this breach are significant. For individuals, the exposure of personal and medical information can lead to identity theft and fraud. For the healthcare sector, breaches undermine patient trust and can result in substantial financial penalties under regulations such as HIPAA. Businesses must take heed of this incident and prioritize the implementation of strong access controls, regular security audits, and timely software updates to protect against similar threats. Lastly, we turn our attention to an alarming report from the Record about the Texas ATPE Educators data breach. The Association of Texas Professional Educators, ATPE, recently revealed that a cyber attack compromised the personal information of its members. The attackers infiltrated the organization's database and accessed sensitive information, including names, contact details, and social security numbers of thousands of educators. The breach was discovered when unusual activity was detected on the network, prompting an investigation that revealed unauthorized access. The attackers used phishing emails to deceive employees into disclosing login credentials, which were then used to penetrate the network. This method highlights the persistent risk posed by social engineering attacks and the need for continuous employee training on recognizing phishing attempts. The implications of this breach are profound. Educators whose data has been compromised are at risk of identity theft and financial fraud. Moreover, the breach erodes trust in the association's ability to protect its members' information. Organizations, particularly those handling sensitive data, must enforce rigorous security awareness training, implement multi-factor authentication, and continuously monitor network activity for signs of unauthorized access. In light of these events, here are some best practices every organization should consider to bolster their cybersecurity posture. Regularly update software. Ensure all systems and applications are updated with the latest security patches to close vulnerabilities. Employee training. Conduct ongoing training sessions to help employees recognize and avoid phishing attempts and other social engineering tactics. Implement strong access controls, use multi-factor authentication, and enforce strong password policies to limit unauthorized access. Continuous monitoring. Deploy advanced monitoring tools to detect unusual activity and respond promptly to potential breaches. Data encryption. Encrypt sensitive data both in transit and at rest to protect it from unauthorized access. Incident response plan. Develop and regularly update an incident response plan to ensure a swift and effective response to breaches. As we wrap up today's episode, it's clear that the cybersecurity landscape is continually evolving, and staying informed is more critical than ever. Subscribe to the Daily Threat to stay updated on the latest in cybersecurity news and insights. Stay safe, stay secure, and we'll see you next time on the Daily Threat.